Is this Vermont or heaven? It's Vlogmas year 11. Good morning, folks. Some total thief stole my camera this morning, so I'm just filming my avocado bread now, but I'm not filming my face because my bangs look deranged from being under a beanie yesterday. Hi, Rue. Good morning. Day 19. Wait, day 18, sorry. It's extremely rainy, gloomy, and icky outside today, so we're just gonna hang out inside for the most part today. I actually do have to go run errands in a little bit, but other than that, just one trip. Larry hates the rain. Every time it rains, he says, "Did you move me back to Oregon?" I know, buddy, that's really tough. He's just watching the gloom through the window, just wondering when it's gonna stop. Well, I'm gonna go shower, buddy, and then we can reconvene, okay? Hopefully it'll let up. Oh, okay. I just showered and I was gonna cut my bangs, and I cannot for the life of me find my little hair cutting scissors. Like, I know they're in here somewhere, but maybe I left them in Virginia. I don't know. And I need to cut my bangs. They're getting too long. Hey guys, I absolutely have no idea where my hair cutting scissors are. I remember using them on Finley in Virginia, so I feel like they might be with his like DOP kit or something, or like down in the basement somewhere with like his buzz cut, you know, like set. Why did I have to do the buzzing for you? Who knows? Anyway, I'm just gonna braid my hair. It's still like pouring rain outside, and I think it's just gonna be doing that all day. So I'm just gonna wear my rain jacket and boots and go and run to the post office. I am sending out 4 of our extra holiday cards to patrons because, well, we just had 4 extras this year. I think I ordered like 260 and our list had 254. And we gave like a couple away to neighbors and stuff like that. But other than that, you know, I just don't want to like have the extras. So on my Patreon, I just had people message me quickly with their addresses, and I was like, the first 4 people to do this, basically I'll send them to. So I wrote down 4 of those, and I'm going to send them off, and I have to go to the post office anyways to pick up a brand package, and then I have to do some brand work later today and tonight. So honestly, this vlog, I'm just gonna try to talk to you as much as I can because today is just like a work day for me, basically. Oh my god, I really need to clean off my glasses. My glasses rag for cleaning them has been so gross. I really just need to like put it in the laundry. And so I've been sneaking into Finley's man cave over here where he plays his video games and keeps all of his glasses cleaner, and I've just been stealing his. Shh. Also, bump check. It looks so big today. I think it's just because I'm wearing like these yoga pants underneath, but either way, she's definitely growing. I'll be 17 weeks tomorrow. Oh my god. It is not only just raining outside, it is like violently storming. It's just so windy, everything is so wet, and the pigs were like standing behind my car, so I just went in my, you know, jacket, and I love this rain jacket. Look at it. My other rain jacket that I used to have from freaking, what was the brand on it? Some rain jacket I used to have when I lived in Oregon was not actually waterproof. Why would you sell a rain jacket that's not actually waterproof? It was insane. It was either North Face or Columbia brand, but it was truly wackadoodle, okay? Anyway, I went and I fed the pigs in the back of the house, and if you can see a tiny little butt right here, I actually invited Larry to come out with me on a little excursion, but it's quite wet, so he seems a little pissed off at me. And you can tuck into that blanket and nobody would even be upset about that. I know there's a little bit of hay on the blanket from being in the back of the car, but you don't worry about stuff like that. You're a farm boy now, remember? You don't care. He's a little bit judgmental about the blanket and the state of it. But we're gonna go to the post office, send off some more Christmas cards, pick up possibly some things from the co-op just to last us until we leave for the holidays, and head back here. I know sometimes it's just straight up boring to hear about the weather, but there is a flood watch here until 4 p.m. And I know I've talked about this in the past, but Vermont flooded really bad this summer. And so we've just had like a really overwhelming year of precipitation. And when I went to check my mail, there was straight up a river, like a waterfall kind of power of a river coming through our driveway. And we just redid the gravel on our driveway. But we were talking about this before with our neighbor who helped us fix it. Like, it's one thing to replace the gravel and add some more on the top and be like, that's good, it's a little less bumpy now. And it's another to get a tractor, dig it up, and do culvert work, which was what we really need to do, but we don't have a tractor. And we do have some culverts, though, that we can use to drain off the water. Okay, okay, okay. Jesus. Like, you don't have to be so fucking close to me, dude. You know when you're in your car and somebody's backing up into their parking space in front of you and you're literally like, okay, you're a centimeter away, thanks. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, we really need to do culvert work on the driveway to drain off all of the water into the woods, basically, rather than just running it straight through our driveway. And obviously nature does its own thing and forms its own little channels and stuff like that, but there is a new channel that I found today when I was checking the mail, and I was like, that's where this water's coming from. It's coming from up the hill in our woods, and it's tumbling down that hill very powerfully through our driveway and not even like being channeled off successfully. So it's honestly just a little scary, like how quickly rain can make things terrible. And yeah, it just really goes to show you like how flash flooding happens. Like, it's very, very fast. And it's just been a full day of rain, and like now our driveway is fucked again. So just wanted to update you on that. And also, solution-wise, let's focus on that. We, in the new year, are going to get a tractor. We decided to, you know, not get one this year because we knew that a lot of the work that we would be doing with it would be in the spring anyways. And so that's our plan and everything. And we have like one picked out, but we may change our minds. We just have to do a little bit more research and stuff because tractors are a huge investment. So we're just going to talk to some neighbors and friends about, you know, their recommendations. Okay, I'm gonna go to the post office, get this package, and also maybe get a couple of small boxes for packaging my Christmas presents.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
All right, I did go into the post office and get a box, but annoyingly, there is no package there for me. And I'm so happy that while I was in the very long line, I just checked and saw on the tracking that it wasn't being held at my local post office. It had been delivered to my house. Sorry, there's a dog barking. I need to leave. So it was at my house the entire time. I didn't even have to come here. But to make the trip worth it, I'm gonna go grab some last minute things at the co-op and then be on my merry way. This time is also just like the worst to go into Brattleboro around when they let out school. So not ideal. Oops.
A few minutes later.
All right, the co-op was chill and the rain has let up and I got a banana chocolate chip muffin. Woohoo! I also very successfully found a couple of gifts for my parents. So our co-op, I had a question the other day that was like, not to sound stupid, but what is a co-op? And when we first moved here, we basically paid for like an annual co-op membership, and it just like contributes to the community. They are a completely like sustainable and green building as well. Like the whole building itself runs very eco-friendly, which is awesome. And they get in from local farms and suppliers. And they get in, you know, like stuff from big chains too. Like they have goldfish and stuff like that. But they have like a roundup program where you can donate to local nonprofits with like every time that you check out. Like they'll ask you, do you want to round up for local nonprofits? And they have a list. It's like ever changing a list of what nonprofits they're providing for that month. And they have a ton of stuff around like coat drives for, you know, the houseless community around here, and just it's a good place to be a part of. I love our co-op. They also have like a deli and like fresh ready-made food there, which is always great. And you could like, you know, grab and get a drink and sit down and eat there if you wanted to. And the food's really good. And yeah, I just love like the sustainability aspect and plastic free like bulk section that they have, but also just like a variety of other goods. And every year they have like a board meeting. So then we can like go and vote on who we want to represent the co-op and stuff like that. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to head home now. We got 2 more Christmas cards in the mail. So I just went up to Finley's work zone, his construction zone, and I read him them because, you know, we live for when people send a Christmas letter. We'll read the entire thing and love every second of it. So did that, and now I need to do a little bit of brand work. And this is probably one of the funnier transitions to say after this, but I just need to give myself a break because my boobs right now are on fire. Like, there is just a sensation happening. It's more so my nips, but oh my God. I thought that the burning sensation was just in weeks 4 through 6 or whatever, because that's when I felt it the most. But I'm literally almost at week 17, and I just was not anticipating this as a second trimester symptom. So I don't know if that's TMI to share, but I'm sharing it. You know, I'll be talking about my pregnancy like every damn day of my life. Tracy Turnblad. I always think of Mrs. Turnblad and Hairspray whenever I say laugh like that. I've never seen that in my life. Anyway, I'm going to film some little clippies now, and the sun is setting violently fast. I'm fighting against the sunset, my husband's hammer in the other room, and also his saw. All of these things, they, you know, could be excuses for me not to film, but no, I have deadlines, honey, and they're this week. I'm gonna edit around that. Okay, when the hell were y'all gonna tell me that I had damn ass chocolate on my chin? I went to my country store looking like that, okay? Someone saw me. Okay, I'm editing my first round of brand work for tonight, but before we get into it, one little sweetie for me on day 18. Can you guys believe that it's the last week of Vlogmas? Because today is Monday, and next Monday is Christmas. Kind of crazy stuff. Bone apple tit. All right, folks, I turned in my first round of brand posts for one brand, and now it's time for dinner, and I'm going to have this tonight, which used to be something that I ate a lot actually, and now I just haven't really been having it that much, but I do have one box left. I'm pretty sure I moved up with this from Virginia. Errands, red beans and rice. My vegan followers probably know all about the Errands, because vegans, they love some beans and rice. And this one just has like some really great like herbs in it as well, like just a good mixture of seasonings and a whole blend, and it's just nice. So I used to have this actually with field roast sausage, but instead tonight I'm gonna have it with sweet potatoes that I'm currently making in the air fryer. I'm gonna mix it all up, but the air fryer is gonna have those potatoes for a while in there. I think like 35 minutes or something, and this will cook much faster, so I'll just eat this whenever it's done and, you know, have more of it later, because it's honestly not that late right now. It's probably like 5:30 or 6, even though it looks like 9 p.m. But it's so easy to make this. You literally just combine the mix, 3 cups of water and 2 tablespoons of butter or oil, and then you just kind of bring it to a boil. So that's what I'm doing over here. And once it's to a boil, then you'll reduce it to a simmer, cover, and cook it for about 25 minutes. So actually maybe these will be done around the same time, depending on how long this takes to boil, since that has to be in there for 35 minutes and this is gonna take 25 to cook. Anyway, we'll check in on you in a little bit. I'm making like 2 big potatoes in there. I poked a bunch of holes in them, and they just cook quicker when they're in the air fryer compared to when they're in the oven, because the oven is just bigger to preheat, you know what I mean? And this is more concentrated. But yeah, I poked a bunch of holes, and they're air frying at 370 for, you know, 35 minutes or so.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Okay, this did finish a little bit earlier than my potatoes did. And I do think that we have to, Finley and I talked about this, we might need to like adjust the settings to turn down the temperature, or like turn down how much propane comes out of our burners, because I feel like both things that I've cooked recently have been like I've put them on the normal settings and they've kind of overcooked. Like a little bit of rice is at the bottom, but rice is always hard to cook. But anyway, I'm gonna serve a little bit of this into here, probably like half of it, and then wait for my potato. Wow, now this is a sleigh. The excitement running through my body right now is rampant. I'm so excited to indulge. I put a very tiny smidge of tahini dressing on a little spinach and arugula, like salad on the side, just to kind of like mash it all up and mix it all around and get some greens in today.
Okay, I'm just gonna do real quick tonight.
You ripped the whole calendar open.
Fuck.
Can I film you so it's easier? What the hell, baby? That looks terrible. That's a big rip.
Yikes.
Yikes is right.
Not my finest work, but not my worst work either.
You weren't really looking. That's the problem.
it's quite difficult to do both at once.
Yeah.
Croca. Pretty cool. I always like crocodiles. Mankey, I fucking fuck heavy with Mankey because of the awesome Annihilate evolution. Scatterbug with the glitter on it. Look at that card. I
Wow.
think that's the kind that shows up pretty good on the camera.
Awesome. Love you, Mankey, my monkey pig.
That's what it's called, the pig monkey Pokemon. Oh, we got a shit day. Nice. Ouch. Look at that, a little. Oh, it's
Vaporeon? Eevee?
Galarian Vulpix.
They're prettier than last year, though.
I think it's Galarian.
Last year's were
Snom
not as cute.
and Vulpix.
Those
I was
are
really
nice.
confused because Vulpix is fire.
What are you supposed to use those for?
I think something to do with the card game.
Flipping them or something? Hey, who knows? Pretty good day. Could have been worse. Could have been all stickers.
All stickers.
All right, folks, it is a little after 12 now, and for the past, I don't know, 4 hours, if not more, I've just been really trying to figure out a DIY, and that's all I can really say at the moment. I'm like working on something for a brand, and I've just been a little bit confused, a lot of bit confused actually, for a few hours. And today has been just like a work day in general for me as well as Finley. And like I did have to go out and run errands. The unnecessary package errand was for a different brand, but I mean I did get that like done and turned in, which is great. There was like a little bit of a shipping delay, not just with the package like being held or whatever at the post office, but like just a little bit longer than anticipated for my deadline. So I just wanted to get that in like as soon as possible, and I'm glad that I did. And then for my other brand that I'm working with, I've just been for a while now trying to like understand how to go about this properly for the video. It doesn't really make sense with me being vague, but I'm just trying to figure out how to use it basically, and doing like a lot of research and crash courses and all of these things online to like, you know, try and get the gist, and then like successfully come up with a creative idea to portray it to you. So right now I'm feeling like my brain is broken because I've flopped many times with trying to figure some things out tonight. So I'm just taking a breather, and then I'm gonna hit the hay and try again in the morning. And I basically just asked for an extension, which is always frustrating to do, and I never want to do that. But I want it to be good, the video, and with a brand that I love and know is good and reputable and trust and all of these things, and I respect them, and I don't want to waste their time with like not figuring out how to properly give their product a good advertisement basically. Anyway, that's my fence sesh tonight. But yes, so Finley was working on the bedroom today, and he did film some clips for you of that as well. So I'll insert those with what he did. It was just like more framing work.
Okay, so things are progressing pretty nicely here. I got these little jack studs cut out. I built this little header using 2x3 and all 2x3. And this is a non-load bearing wall, so, and I'm, you know, not an engineer, not a framer, not a lot of things, so, you know, I'm just making my best guess at what's good enough, but the stakes are pretty low since it's non-load bearing, so yeah, not too worried. This is how I made this header. I used these 2x3s, but had an extra ½ inch of space I needed to eat up, so I just shoved some drywall in between them, and then used this 2x3 to, you know, set it on top of these jack studs or whatever. And the reason I'm using these 2x3s is so that there's a ½ inch gap on either side, and a ½ inch piece of plywood will go into there, you know, when all is said and done. Starting from this point where you can see this is a 2x4, and I just cut out a ½ inch on either side of it up to the height of the jack stud. Starting from where that cut begins, coming up to it would be the apex of the circle, but there's not a circle here or the curve, but anyways, coming up to where it meets the header, down to where this cut starts, that'll be one big curve, creating kind of an arched entry here. So yeah, I think that'll all go pretty well. I'll end up doing the plywood, and then I can't decide whether I'm going to use drywall or plywood, but I'll do a bunch of little cuts so that I can basically bend it into a curve to frame out that arch. spot right there. Okay, now I'm gonna cut some, I might cut some other stuff first, but I gotta do, I think they're called cripple studs, what you put up there. Probably put 3 in, like that. And I'm gonna have a sheet break up here somewhere, so I'm gonna make sure one of those cripple studs I can put some screws into it and put the drywall up. No, that doesn't matter actually. Anyways, Lord knows I got enough footage.
He did like half of the plywood sections after that, which probably won't make sense unless you see an update on it, but he got a ton of work done today. Hats off to Finley, and hats off to me for what I did get done. But you know, sometimes on those days when you're just focused on what you didn't get done, that's me now. And sometimes you need to like zoom out and be like, I need to hit the fucking hay is what I need to do, and not stay up until 3, like worrying about things and spiraling. Like I already messaged my management and everything, so it's like, you know, just take the L, look at it from a new light with new eyes in the morning. That is my pep talk for you today. If you have something in your life, like I'm so this way with so many things, like especially with DIY and especially with just projects that I'm working on, and also just like my work. The last time that I did a DIY project that I felt frustrated about was when I made my Halloween costume for Toadette in 2022. And I just remember like crying on the kitchen floor of our Virginia house, like trying to make a good video for you, but I just felt like it was so ugly what I made, and like nothing that I was doing was like coming out the way that I was trying to have the design. You know, when you draw it all in your head and then, or maybe you even watch like a tutorial online and you're like, yeah, that looks awesome. Like I'm totally gonna make the same thing as that. And then it actually comes to life and you're like, this is ugly. That was me. And I get very, I wouldn't say competitive, but it is hard for me to like look at it and be like, well, I did bad, you know? So feeling like I tried and did bad is a frustrating feeling, I think for everybody, but specifically for me this evening. So yeah, that's why. But yeah, I definitely have like a history of being that way. I think it is like a slight competitiveness with myself, knowing that I could do better and be better. And then when I'm not, I'm like, stupid. But I'm not stupid, I'm just trying my hardest. Anyway, yeah, today was a work day. So if it was kind of a short video, it's because I was filming other content for you, and sometimes it just be like that. So I hope you enjoyed this video either way. Thanks for watching Vlogmas. I love you guys, I seriously do, especially the ones who watch every single day and are just like absolutely here for it every episode, no matter what I'm doing, just watching my life. I really love you. So if you're one of those people, comment down below Christmas tree, just randomly. I'm looking at my little wooden Christmas tree. This actually used to be an ornament on our tree, but then I was like, it actually looks better as a figurine. So that's why that came to my head. But yes, I'm curious about those of you who are like, I watch every single one and I stay up to date. Because sometimes like with other people's Vlogmas, except for my sisters, I watch them all in chronological order. But I'm curious if sometimes people like come to Vlogmas and they only watch a couple of them. Probably this year people are gonna do that more for me, because like day one was us saying that we're having a baby, and maybe not all of those people are gonna return to Vlogmas, you know, they just wanted to be here for the baby announcement, or like the, you know, sex reveal or whatever. I'm going on a couple tangents tonight, so I'm gonna wrap it up, but I love you lots, and you can support me on Patreon if you so please here, and I will just see you guys in the morning. All right, stay smiling. Bye y'all.